Alright, welcome back to another Embrace Destiny video, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking that link and joining us. Hopefully, this stream works. I just recorded probably about 10 to 15 minutes of what I would think would be interesting analysis of some current updates in Destiny 2. And then realized that my Xbox was not streaming to Twitch, and I don't know what happened. So we're going to try and make it through this together, alright? So, as the title of this video suggests, we are talking about the new Nightfall Strike Scoring system and Emblem Rework that's come with the February 27th update. We're playing heroic strikes because, frankly, they're just easier to get into. I tried doing guided games in my last video, and I literally spent 15 minutes sitting in orbit talking to myself. So, February 27th, we have new updates. Emblem Rework and Nightfall Strike Scoring. So, Emblem Rework, what's going on here? Well, you've probably, if you played any of the Crucible, you might have received an emblem or two now and again that tells you different things about your time and progress in the Crucible. I have this one here, Fight Forever. It gives you my my current K. Well, it's not called KD anymore. Your KAD, your kills plus assists divided by deaths, your efficiency. 1.42. It's modest. I've also got this one, which is a new one that's just come out. It highlights your lifetime Crucible kills, as well as the number of Hunters, Titans, and Warlocks that you defeat, once you defeat more than 1,000 of each. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. I really like emblems in Destiny 2. I think that, let me just show you that one again while we're waiting for team players to zone in. Yeah, I think it's a really neat idea. I think it's pretty cool that I've almost defeated the exact same number of Hunters, Titans, and Warlocks. I'm not sure if that speaks to Destiny's or Bungie's like server proficiency. I have no idea, but it's interesting. Emblems in Destiny 2 are pretty cool. I like the idea that you can display your progress, your achievements, and your different game style. And yeah, I just hope for more going forward. Moving into Nightfall Strike Scoring. So in Destiny 1 they had Strike Scoring, and now they're bringing it into Destiny 2, starting with the Nightfall. They've removed the timer, so there's no more countdown timer in the Nightfall. You don't get kicked to orbit or after 10 to 15 minutes of trying to beat it. Instead, you have a score that you can work toward. So I've currently done one regular Nightfall and one Prestige Nightfall. And basically, once I finished... let's just move up here so we're not holding our team back. Once I finished the Nightfall for the first time, I received this emblem. The Tree of Possibilities is the Nightfall for the week. And as you can see here, it shows your personal best and your bonus threshold. Now, I'll go back to that in a minute when I'm, as I said, when I'm not holding up my team. Basically, the way it works is there is a global threshold currently set at 60,000 for doing the Prestige Nightfall. You do the Nightfall on its own. You can get points and everything like that. But there are no modifiers. There are no specific changes that are made. Did my team just run past? They did. Ugh, so much for killing everything here in the Infinite Forest. Yeah. Lost my train of thought. So, you do the regular Nightfall. Let's just take a rest in this globe here. You do the regular Nightfall, you get this emblem, tells you your personal best and your bonus threshold. If you make it over that threshold, then two things will happen. One, you'll get the aura, but only if you do it on the Prestige mode. And two, if you happen to have it, if your score is higher than the threshold, your entire fire team will get bonus tokens at the end. You also have different variants if you've acquired them, different versions. So maybe when you do the Nightfall this week, you'll get this one. I have the one up there, and maybe someone else will get that one. It's random as far as we can tell. So I think it's pretty interesting. It gives you something to do, gives you something to strive toward. Oh, God. Oh, I made it. Awesome. Yeah, so it's an interesting system. They really tried to balance the Nightfall, because if you've done any in Destiny 2, you know that most people just run as fast as they can all the way to the end, skipping as many of their enemies as they can. I kind of like what my team is doing here, and I don't blame them. I mean, there's a timer. You need to get to the end before you lose. So, hold on a second. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Let's give it a try. Oh. Go. Yeah. So it's a neat idea. I'm sure currently the global threshold is set at 60,000, but I believe that's going to be a global average that will change from week to week. My team, when we went through it, we were pretty casual. We were just having fun, killing things, and we were doing fairly well. But if you take too long, after 15 minutes, your potential score will start to get cut in half. So something that would have earned you 100 points is now only 50, etc. And if you take longer than 18 minutes, you will actually start to lose a score. So something to watch out for. You know, it's a good combination of timing and skill. And I'll show you the card again in a moment. Yeah, there we go. You can actually, while it's in your inventory, you can actually affect the Nightfall. You have the Extinguished Perk, which is if your entire team dies in a no respawn zone, you get sent to orbit, just like in Destiny 1. You can also select, this week you can select the different burns. Not sure if that's going to change week to week, but you can do Arc, Solar, or Void, of course. And they have this interesting thing here called a power handicap, where you can make either your power lower for increased score modifier, or you can make your power higher so that things are easier, but you have a harder time getting a higher score. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're you know, if you're just going for, oh, I should have stopped and helped. Oh, okay. That's not good. That person will help, I'm sure. Yeah, so if you're rocking through the Nightfall pretty easily and you find it, you know, not a challenge at all, but you want a high score, you can lower your handicap so that it's more interesting, more of a challenge. Now, I have another video that you can find on my channel. I believe it's my, maybe not the last video I did, but the one before, talking about Crimson Days and Nightfall Scoring. There's only one thing that I can think of that's really missing from the, hold on a second. There we go. There's only one thing I can think of that's really missing from Nightfall Scoring, and that's an actual high score. So what I mean by that, hold on. What I mean by that is currently we have these emblems, and if you're wearing an emblem, you can show off your score and you know, your all-time best, etc. But if you're not wearing your emblem, then it's impossible to know what your score is. Now, I imagine for Nightfalls you're going to be doing them with other people. Maybe somebody will post them on Reddit or Twitter or whatever, and you can show off what you've gotten. But if I decide not to wear this emblem at all, you have no idea what I've got. And if you're not playing with a bunch of other competitive people, you really don't know what's possible in terms of Nightfall scores for the week. You know, maybe the global threshold is a good idea. It's kind of a minimum, an average that we should be shooting for. But beyond that, we have no idea what's possible. Somebody might be out there getting, you know, 300,000 points in the Nightfall. You go out there and you get, I don't know, 40,000, and you think you're doing really well. So as I suggested in my previous video, let's just do this. I think that the Nightfall should have a little leaderboard right here. Every week, the top 5 or top 10 players on your console display their scores are displayed on the side. And taking it one step further, Bungie could, maybe every Monday or every Sunday night, whatever, they could reach out to those players and talk to them and find out what they're doing, how did they achieve such high scores, what they think of the game, and just feature it on their blog. I know it's a little bit of extra work, but I think it would be an interesting thing. It's like a community spotlight, as they've been doing. but it also allows them to get very direct feedback from the people who are exceeding in their in their challenges. And I think this goes the same for the Crucible as well. Crucible ranking is coming soon, and again, I think without having any kind of a high score displayed, you're only going to be able to compare. Oh, hold on. You're only going to be able to compare the ranks of people around you, people who are wearing the emblem currently, and I just think that it would be more engaging as a community if we had the ability to see what everybody was capable of. Yeah, well, that's about it for the channel. I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal life just to let you know what my scheduling is here for the channel. So if that doesn't interest you, if you're just here for the Destiny 2 stuff, I hope you're having a good time with the game. I hope you're having fun out there. I hope that the Nightfall scoring is fun for you and brings a new challenge to the game. And yeah, stay positive out there. I know that the developers of the game, the mechanics, and the game itself can be pretty frustrating, but it's not really an excuse to be throwing around rage or trolling of the community itself. So hopefully you can, you know, be the light that other Guardians aspire to. Alright, now for you secret people at the end who want to hear all the juicy information about my life. Basically just want to apologize for not having a video out last week. As expected, life got busy. I'm currently wrapping up a project I've been working on for 4 months, and it's been a real pain. I've been staring at a computer screen for too many hours in a row, and I know that I'm not helping it by playing a game with another screen, but you know, I just need to relax. Anyway, wrapping that up soon, and then the next couple of weeks are going to be busy as well. Going to be traveling. Currently in Europe right now, and I've got a convention in Washington, D.C. that I've got to go to for work. And then after that, I'm going to be flying up to Canada, spend some time with friends, see some family. So I'm going to try and keep my posting consistent, and by that I mean at least one video a week, maybe some streaming here and there. But if my schedule changes abruptly, I do apologize. I'm sure that it won't... oh, hold on. There we go. I'm sure there won't be a problem for you. I don't post every day like some, so you can always just check back in the following week and see what I'm up to. And yeah, if you're curious as to what I'm up to, I work for a company called Northern Sky Research, and I forecast satellite markets. So if anything has to do with satellite technology, satellite communications, etc., my company is looking into it. So it's pretty cool. Combines my love of space with some nice practicality and a little bit of math every now and again to keep me on my toes. So anyway, Guardians, thank you very much for watching and making it all the way to the end. Feel free to drop a comment down below if you... oh, wow, look at me go. I did not realize I hit that jump. Alright. Yeah, feel free to drop some comments down below if you have any interesting ideas, things you want me to discuss on the channel, or comments on how great or terrible these videos are. I'm completely open to criticism, but I'm also going to be completely honest with you. I do this as a hobby, not as a job, so I do my best with what little attention span that I want to devote to it. Yeah, let's do this little... Hopefully I don't die right at the end of my video. Cool. Like I said, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you next week, and hope you have fun out there. Bye now.